Hello there guys, I'm going to play some beats. Let's see if I can achieve 2050. So what do you suggest here? Maybe night here, why not? I'm not feeling like I should be playing great, but at least I'm going to try to play decent chess. Bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes. And there. Okay. Okay, now I have the space to retreat with my bishop if necessary, and I feel like my position is getting better. It takes. Yeah, let me improve a little bit my pieces. Wow, this guy is crazy for real. So yeah, maybe not the best move I ever come up with that, but yeah. Oh my. I don't know how good this is, but it's very complicated, to be honest. And maybe he made a mistake there. Because now all my pieces are getting coordinated. If the bishop moves, I can take simply the rook. Yeah, he cannot take the knight. Yeah, I got very lucky. To be honest, I got very lucky. And Yeah, I'm going to lose some time probably. Okay, he resigned. Wow, I thought he was going to play on because yeah, it was better, but we only had 10 seconds left on my clock. So let's see. This was very speculative, I guess. Somehow here, this was about move. Okay, the sacrifice was not correct. Yeah, this was simply about move. What is the best move here? Maybe here. No. Maybe this. Oh my goodness, this is a very, very good move because I forgot that my rook was only one. So if he takes here, I have a lot of initiative. Maybe not winning, but at least it's so scary. And here, of course, I sacrifice everything. I found some very decent move, and he started to collapse here in this position. So, mate in 3. Ah, okay, yeah. Knight check, bishop takes, rook check on h5, pawn takes, and queen takes. Uh, Pawn checkmate. Yeah, I'm not very, very sharp. I'm not very sharp, so yeah, he resigned here, but I didn't play that game very decently. So, yeah. So the plan is to achieve 2050. So let's see if I can do that. Okay. Wow, I played very passive, no? Let me go more or less the same way. Okay, let me. This is a decent attempt to take on f2, but should I defend that? Okay, let me defend it. So I can exchange, of course. b5, I guess, a4, gaining some space. Yeah. Maybe playing like this is not beautiful, but at least I can. Okay. Exchanging the bishops is kind of seems kind of ugly, but it should be good for me. Yeah, because my bishop is feels like it's weaker than his, and yeah, this is a bad move, I guess, for him. And now I'm threatening the pawn, and everything is falling apart. So okay, let me take finally this pawn because yeah, and I should be winning because I just need to retreat my bishop to b5, and everything is under control, and I'm promoting the a5 pawn. Okay. He has a lot of couple of checks, but nothing really dangerous. Yeah, he resigned. Yeah, very interesting game. I just have 2034, so I'm 16 points away from 2050. Yeah, pawn takes. Maybe this is just a, a very simple way of playing, very superficial, and I feel like I'm making things easy for him. I'm not questioning his ideas or making him think. So yeah. Okay. I can castle short, or I can castle. Yeah, let me attack a little bit. And this is an important moment, I think. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I'm attacking now the knight. Bishop d4, e5. I believe in my position. Let me attack the pawn. Something to attack. It's always nice. His pawn is okay. Let me try to grab the bishop if possible. Okay, so he allows that, which I don't really think is a good idea for him, but yeah. My pawn structure is better than his, so if I manage to exchange everything, and if give myself some air. Yeah, b7 seems like it's weak, but yeah, I mean, Okay, so the problem is that I don't really find. Okay. Let me keep pushing. Oh, okay, I had. Okay, queen takes, rook takes. Yeah, this is uh, I feel like a one endgame for me, but who knows, maybe I'm just okay. This should be probably very winning for me. I only have 36 seconds, but this should be enough. So this game will clinch or will help me to get to the rating that I need. Okay. Okay, this is very easy game. Yeah, so he resigns. I don't know if I misplayed this a little bit there. I don't know if my technique was bad or if my conversion was clean enough, because here I felt like everything was under control. Okay, pushing. I took. And yeah, it's almost impossible to stop checks from happening and promoting the pawn. So the king is just too far. Yeah. And yeah, this player played a very good game. Let's see the stats. Yeah, he used to be a 1,000 rated player on bullets. In 2024 he was 1,300. Okay, let's see leads. Yeah, I need people to hand me the recipe to improve this fast in chess, because 1,300 in 2023, 1,600 in 2025, and now from 1,600 to 2,000. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, chess nowadays is it's like a circus. It feels very weird, at least online chess. So now I'm playing with a guy from Mozambique. I think is this Mozambique, the flag. I hope I'm not wrong, because I'm not an expert on flags, but in the end I will see if I'm mistaken or not. This is a trade offer, so bishop takes. I guess I'll take with the knight, but I don't know if I should take with the. Yeah, taking with the queen is also. It's also possible. Look at my bishop on c1 is kind of poorly placed. Let me pin the knight. Yeah, he can play g4, but I feel like that is not a move that is good. Okay. F6, I guess. Okay, bishop takes, pawn takes. The pawn structure for him is kind of bad, but can I use that to my advantage? I guess so, because I don't feel like my bishop is a very strong piece in the current position. So let me offer here an exchange. Okay. Wow. Let me close that diagonal a little bit. Maybe it's not necessary, but you know, sometimes I'm very careful. Sometimes I'm very careful. Okay, king up, I guess. Stopping rook takes h6. Yeah, his position feels very comfortable. And yeah. Right now the good news for me is that I'm able to improve my knight a little bit. My knight on c5 is controlling a lot of squares. I don't know if it's changing the queens is a good decision. Okay, so now I'm attacking wow. Let me go like this, why not? Okay, so yeah, seems drawish to me. Yeah, I guess I should be winning here. I guess. I hope I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 14 seconds, but I'm going to win on time. So yeah, this is it for this video. I barely made it there in the end. I understood that the 2 pawns were very strong, and because I remembered a law, well, a principle in chess that says that 2 pawns on the sixth or on the third rank are stronger than a rook, and I thought to myself, why not? I mean, I'm not a god, uh, so I'm not a god. This is a truth, a universal truth. So this won't change in this game. He got closer, and I cut off his skin, so he wasn't able to stop the the 2 pawns, and I got this position with the 2 pawns on the third, and obviously these 2 pawns, and the king far enough should be stronger than the rook. He promoted, yeah, and yeah, this was all. Here he should have resigned, but uh, he was trying some nonsense. I could have finished this game quicker, but yeah, there was no need to do that. So this is all for this video. Some interesting games. Let's check. Zambia is the, the country's flag. Yeah, I'm very sorry, but yeah, I need to learn a little bit more about flags and countries, particularly in Africa, which I feel are the countries that I felt the most. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.